Bear with me, folks. Just a moment. Just a moment. We'll get into the proceedings. And this evening, well, on the East Coast of the United States of America, I don't know what it's like for you. You could be in... I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Just putting in my Cash App. Got to get the dollar signs. Got to get the money rolling in. Okay, there we go. Gotta put on the shades. You see the ring? See the power ring? Yeah, that's the ring finger. Ring. Alright, here goes the shades. Greetings, this is Scholar Saunders Singh. What's current? Alright. A few things I want to get out of the way. I usually do my sponsors, but today I'm going to do a little something different on Sunday. I want to slow it down a little bit. 2 sponsors that aren't sponsors. They sponsor me spiritually, but not, physically through monetary exchange or anything, because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be on this platform in the beginning. So first of all is Ayn Rand Institute, which is AynRand.org, AYNRAND.org. So go there, learn about what she stood for, what her principles and values were, and what her life was like, and what her philosophy is still today. So go to AynRand.org and find out about the Ayn Rand Institute. Also, Mr. Troy Star Terrain. He is the reason for this show I'm having right now. If it were not for Mr. Troy Star Terrain, I would not be doing this. So go to Troy Terrain, excuse me. I'm going to say it again. Go to TroyTerrain.org. TroyTorain.org. Both of them are 501c3 non-taxed institutions. So, or organizations, I should say. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And let's just get into the show. I'll get to my sponsors over the week. Over the week coming up. What is this? What we got here? What is this? Wow, Michael Jackson. Fun video commenting because I can't swipe down fast enough. Back button felt like a rescue during the clip. Create this with this thing. Stevie Wonder, Hill. All right, it's a party. Got 10 people in here. But let me talk about, of course, what we came to do. Diddy is innocent. Let's just be clear. Diddy is innocent. And this is one of the documentaries. I'll give it as a rating, I'll give it about a 4.5 out of 10. It wasn't extraordinary. It wasn't any bombshells. It wasn't anything we already know. It really wasn't that spectacular, but it had its moments. It had key moments. It gave its background of Diddy and his relationship with Suge Knight and Biggie Smalls and Tupac and the whole issue with East Coast West Coast. And then it delved into his dealings with even prior to that, it said like how he was an intern. He got fired, and then he started his own record label. He took his record from I can't think of his name now, but he took his own. He made his own record label. He started that, and then but the main thing that was mainly driving that was the Cassie issue. That Cassie issue was serious. It was like that was the only thing they were really focused on. It was almost like they were like priming the jury, like, hey, remember this? Hey, remember this happened? As they should. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just saying it was very, very pressing. It was very, pivotal and important that they showed it. And they showed the entire thing. Some of the news outlets didn't show him striking her. Oh, they showed the whole thing. They showed the video in its entirety. They showed him speaking. They very rarely did we ever get to see Diddy, speak on the red carpet and saying different words that I noticed. I didn't see the Dateline documentary. I didn't see the 2020 documentary. There's an upcoming documentary, the Fall of a Bad Boy, I think it's called. This is another little take. He was in the movie Monsters Ball with Halle Berry. He was going to death row actually. So that's very interesting to me. What do we got? Angel Black, Michael Hernandez, yeah. Dedapod, Bonbons, hi, I'm your fan. Well, I have no fans. I only have supporters. Here we go. Black Cuddy, salute Sky in the chat. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Salute to you, Black Cuddy. I appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. But yeah, so another thing was that came up was there were no talking heads. They usually have documentaries where they have talking heads. They have people that are, usually sometimes legal analysts. Sometimes they're criminologists and people that speculate on certain issues such as Diddy's. They didn't do any of that. It was just archive footage and a narrator. And the narrator was he did an okay job, covering it. I'm thinking about the editor. I'm thinking about who actually made it. Let me make sure I get that information right. I meant to say it's called Monsters Fall. Diddy Monsters Fall. And it's, let me see, it's directed by Ramon Jones. So whoever the hell Ramon Jones is, he's probably getting some good paper off of it because it's on multiple platforms. It's on Apple TV. I think I saw it on Freevee. It's on Prime Video right now. It was coming. It says coming soon, released February 1st, but we got it now. I don't know what they're talking about. And it says the star is Sean Diddy Combs. That's pretty true. There is one with I think her name is Gloria Allred, the lawyer, and her client. She actually has a very stirring, very serious and somber, and very tear-filled recollection of her pain and anguish that she experienced allegedly through Diddy's misdeeds. Let me see what we have. Yes, please subscribe. I appreciate that, Black Cuddy. Yes, please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000. I have 90 more people, 90 more subscribers, and I have 1,000 subscribers. I'll be on that list. I'll be up there. So make sure you subscribe. All right. So anyway, Ramon Jones. I don't think he. Let me see what other works he has. He has Infamous Crime Scenes, JFK, Beyonce Limited Edition, Princess Margaret, A Fine Romance. So he's all over the place. He was previously on production staff, but he was the director of these last few films that I just mentioned. Back to back, too. 2022, 2022, 2023, 2025. Yeah, so Ramon Jones is probably getting a good, payout. I would imagine. He is getting a good payout. Oh, and the archival footage. Oh, they had enough archival footage. Oh, they must have paid a grip, or they, had to write letters or something like that to get all those different pieces of him on the red carpet, stunting, fronting, looking all jiggy and cool. Oh. He has that, persona about him, that he has that. Let me see. Okay. So he has that whole persona about him. That whole, like, I'm above it all. I'm above the world. I can do anything I want. I can say anything I want. I can go wherever I want. Now he can't. He's in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, United States of America. Have to say that. I don't have to say that, but I have to say it. You know, just. But that Cassie video is like that's like, I don't know, man. That's like an injury, you know, to your star player before the season even starts. It's like it's during a pickup game or like an exhibition game that your star player takes a injury right before the season. But he's like mending. He's mending. He still has enough stamina. He can play. But that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, definitely. It's not gonna help him at all. It's not gonna help him. Cause it's like that's the logic. That's the logic. You say, well, if you weren't gonna be so forthright about that, well, why won't you be forthright about all these allegations? And that's another thing about the documentary. It didn't cover all the latest accusations. He has over 180, I think now, allegedly. I'm not saying exactly the money, but I'm just, you know, exaggerating. He has somewhere close to that. He has somewhere close to that in that range. Maybe 130, 140 at least. But at the most probably 180 or something. Because people are just piling on lawsuits, you know, for the civil cases. What's this? Get off YouTube, quit. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I need. I need people to say, get off YouTube, you're terrible, you're corny, you're star junior, you're little star, you have no identity. I need all of that. I need all of that because I have hundreds of thousands of views. I have almost 1,000 subscribers. Being me, being myself. So I really don't know what you're talking about. I'm my own man. I'm my own entity. So let that be known. But thank you, whatever your name is. What is that? iPlayer785, something like that. I don't even know what that is. You gotta verbalize that. I don't even know what that means. Looks like a hand and a candy, picking candy. I don't know what that means. You gotta verbalize it. You said it before. You verbalize that. Get off of YouTube. Quit. That's what I need. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That makes me want to not quit. Because I'm cancel proof. I can't be canceled. My ratings can go low. I can have a 35 view count show, a 43 view count show, a 513 view count show, a 9,000 view count show. It doesn't matter. I was just watching the Jerry Springer. This is a side, but I was watching the Jerry Springer documentary just to see how, you know, the whole game is, you know, go for the throat, go for the jugular, you know. And if you have a special if you have you know, a special formula for making your way to $60 million, which is not a lot of money in some people's eyes, but it is a lot of money to me. Go for it. I mean, he was called the king of trash TV. You know, women bearing their breasts and having their genitals showing, men fighting each other, gay men saying that they were lovers to other females. So, you know, it was a wild show. It was wild. It was crazy, but he made bank. He made bank. He even beat Oprah. He beat Oprah and on the #1 slot. He actually beat her. Thank you, Black Cuddy. I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it, Black Cuddy. You didn't have to do that. I didn't. Everybody take note. I didn't. He deleted comments by this one, you know, person I salute, because I like when people say, you know, get off of YouTube. You're terrible. You're just like Star. You don't have your own identity. I love that. I need that. I need that because that fuels me to fire. I remember how many times does Star, you know, post his or speak fiction stories on air. I'll wait. Who does that? Me. I do that. I've read my stories that I've written multiple times on this platform. I don't do it all the time, but I do it from time to time because it saps the, you know, the viewership. And so, you know, sometimes I do shows like I did with the doulas, and I just did that because I knew that was, you know, something important that my sister, you know, gave me information on. Cook County dropping $1 million into a pilot program to help out black women who are at a dire position because they are dying at a faster rate or having more complications than other women of other races. So I thought that was important. Not that Star doesn't have those kind of situations. I'm just saying how I go with my fiction. My fiction is if anything separates me, that would definitely be one of the key markers that separates me from Mr. Troy Star Terrain, which I respect, because I'm taking his model and making it my own. That's the key. Just like Richard Pryor, he idolized Bill Cosby. You know, it's the same thing. It's the same idea. George Carlin, before he became, the radical, the revolutionary, the super intelligent, funny guy, he he had the business suit and the short hair, and he was very, studious and stuff like that. Then he let his hair grow long. He wore a beard. He was talking about snorting coke and smoking weed and everything like that. So everybody has theirs. Maybe I have broken out from it. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. Maybe there will be a point where I do. But if I have any semblance next to Star, it's only out of respect for that man, because he put me on. He put me on to this YouTube thing, and he has never given me $1. He may be one of my subscribers. I don't know. He could be. He's probably one of my subscribers. I don't know, but he's never given me any, like, okay, you do $100, you do $1,000, I'll give you 200 followers or something like that. Never, or followers, subscribers. He never did that. Never anything close to that. So I just had to clear the air on that, because that people were saying crazy stuff. So that was cute. How did you get timed out by? Oh, I see. He was timed for 300 seconds. I like that. Okay. Cool. Black Huddy. Salute to you, sir. Thank you for your wrench abilities. All right. So, okay, back to Diddy Monsters Fall, which is a play again on the film he did with Halle Berry. I think it was in 2001, where he actually was on death row. He was going to be executed, and that was called Monsters Ball. But this is Monsters Fall. Haha, you see what he did there? Anyway, but it's mostly Diddy talking. It's mostly Diddy talking. Anyone that talks, any talking heads are Diddy's mainly. He's the only one that has any space that really has anything. But it's so cringe. Is what the kids call it, cringy. It's very cringy just to watch him say all these things, like, yeah, we got the white party, and I wanted to move it from New York to LA to introduce it to the people in my neighborhood, so when they see me and jogging down the street, they don't have to clutch their purse too tight. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's wild. It's just, it's very unsettling. It's very cringy. It's very cringeworthy. Just to hear him say that on camera. And this is previous. This isn't like, this is like from 15 years ago, I think 2010, something like that. So this is a while ago. And then but the thing is, I think Mr. Was it, I forgot his name already. Ramon Jones has a thing out for Diddy, I think, allegedly. Allegedly, he has a thing out for Diddy because he, like, drove home the Cassie thing. He showed multiple clips of her on the red carpet, and that's very cringy too. She's smiling and happy, and it's like, I'm getting pressed, and I'm getting, and she was supposed to be locked into a 10-year deal with Bad Boy, which means that she would have to be with him for that long of a period of time. And I'm pretty sure I think they, like, cut an album, but it didn't get released. And I'm sure she doesn't own the rights to it, allegedly. I mean, I don't think she does. I don't know if she has the publishing or the masters to that. See, that's the thing we have to talk about. See, nobody wants to talk about. We just want to party, party. That's cool. But you know what? The party, party, you know, after that, do you have your masters? Do you have your publishing? Do you have that in place? The Last Dragon, the irony, him in a cage. However, he was a good actor and he should have stayed in that lane and left the monstrosity on film. Yeah, I don't know if it's irony or fate or, you know, coincidence or anything like that, but that's a good observation though, Dragon. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you. Yeah, but yeah, and well worded too. See, I respect Dragon. I like wordy stuff. I like reading. Not people put up emojis and stuff like that. It's like, come on, man. Like I put in work. I read video. I read articles and look at videos and movies and do my research and everything like that. And people just come up with laughing emojis. Like, get out of here with that goofy mess. But that's a good point, though, Dragon. It's a good point. Yeah, Diddy it just happened to be, you know, it just, the whole thing is the Cassie video. Like that, they could have just had the whole movie called Cassie video. It could have. It shouldn't have been called Monsters Fall. It should have been called Diddy Cassie video, because that's all is in people's minds right now. If you're on the jury right now, what's the first thing that comes to your mind about Diddy? I mean, maybe baby oil, maybe the $50 million bond, maybe the meal in the prison. But my thing is the Cassie video. That's the thing that got me. They showed his Instagram apology, which is interesting because he should have had, I'm not going to say woulda, coulda, shoulda, but I'm saying if it were at all possible, he may have had a press conference. He may have had some kind of way to set up, you know, with Cassie. Right? Like, I guess maybe they don't need to be together, man. Maybe that was part of the agreement to be with it, you know, not within 30 feet of each other or something like that. I'm not sure, but that would be interesting to me. Is it worth watching? No, it's not. It's not. I might have to lower the grade. I gave it a 4.5. I might have to give it a 2.3 or 1.2, something like that. It's not worth watching. I wouldn't watch it. I did you guys a favor. Not trying to laugh, but I did you a favor. I did you a favor by watching it and regurgitating what I collected from it. It's a very fast documentary. It's only an hour long. And it was free on Freevee. I mean, technically it's not free because it has advertisements, which technically doesn't make it free because you're getting a product and you're gonna with the indication with the idea of you spending money on the products. So it's technically not free. It's technically not free. Some of it just shows videos of his lawyers. Some of it just shows, you know, the Cassie video. That's all I can say. That's all I'm gonna say is the Cassie video. The Cassie video. I mean, it just see him running from the hotel room, running down the hallway, and just mollywopping this young poor girl, and she's just taking it. I don't know what, you know, I'm stupid. I'm gonna try to figure out why she just stood there and took it. Was it because of years of abuse that she had already sustained over this previous years? Was it because she knew there's video cameras around? I'm not gonna lash out against him. This is all on him. I'm not gonna, you know, scratch his eyes out with my long nails. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do any of that. No, I'm gonna just let him get my lumps in. And let him get make aggressive advances towards me. That's how I think it is anyway. Most of these D-rated docs are whack. There are better ones I've viewed on the YouTube street. Yeah, facts. YouTube streets are, that's the new game. They can't keep up. I remember, and here's another aside. 2006. Does anybody remember 2006? This is going way back. This is 19 years ago now. 2006. 2006 was an interesting year. Does anybody remember what the Time Person of the Year was in 2006? You can look it up. This is the year I graduated from high school. And I was already interested in film and television production. I had a year in telecom. So I had a year in telecom, and I was very interested. I've always been interested in TV and movies, and I wanted to write and direct and see what that life was like. Wait, what is this? Oh, YouTube. Oh. Time Magazine Person of the Year for 2006. Anybody know? Who was it? Who was the Time Magazine Person of the Year for 2006? This is highly controversial, but this is very prescient. It was very prescient. Prescient, if you're not familiar, I'm using $10 words, but prescient is basically looking into the future, seeing what's really going to happen, and they were right on it. Time Magazine was right on it. So I'll just say it. It was you. They put it says you was the official choice for Time's Person of the Year in 2006. The magazine set out to recognize the millions of people who anonymously contribute user-generated content to websites such as YouTube. At this time, look at this: MySpace, Facebook, Wikipedia, and other wikis, and the multitudes of other websites featuring user contribution. So, but it was mainly about YouTube. And look how many people have become instant millionaires off of YouTube. Why it's not why it's in that. What was his name? Kai Cenat? I can't remember his name. But Mr. Beast, Joe Rogan, increased his fortune. He maybe made a few $1 million. He's making tens of millions, I think, now. It's just an extraordinary thing to behold. It really is. Yes, you. The new media is here. We are what's poppin'. Salute, Scott. Salute, Dragon. Salute to you, sir. Salute. Yes, that's it. That was the year I graduated. That's how old I am. I graduated in 2006. But that was like, okay, one door is closed. Walk through this new door. And I just kept going. I went to the Marine Corps. That was a little detour. But I kept pushing. I kept on making videos. So that was, inspiring. But yeah, so that's just an aside. But that was on to your point, Dragon. You're talking about the new media. They're trying to keep up. He's like, he uses YouTube clips. There's a clip talking about he's a monster. I can't remember who it was. They went so fast, and they had the credits at the bottom. They had the credits of who it is and what the show was and everything like that. But they didn't. I couldn't get a good glimpse of who it was speaking because it just goes so fast, and he didn't have any chyrons showing the guy's name that I saw. Maybe they saw it, but it went too fast for me. I don't know. Here we go. free my main man Diddy. He didn't do anything wrong. They should give him back the key to the city. Are you trying to rhyme now? Bad boy for life. Okay. In 2005, 2006, I was also pursuing my indie career in film. Yeah, I'm looking at the Nickel Boys director. He's crazy. Look at his background. Look at his background is crazy. Like he would never be able to write a story or anything. It's insane. Ramel Ross. He played basketball. He graduated from Georgetown University, where he majored in English and sociology and played on the Georgetown Hoyas men's basketball team. He later earned a Master of Fine Arts degree in photography from the Rhodes Island School of Design. So, photography obviously is something that would grant you more understanding of the film world. But playing basketball, he played for the North Star. He was a video editor for the North Star basketball. Then he did a few independent films. He was in Filmmaker magazine. He was in Sundance. He was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature and a Primetime Emmy Award for Exceptional Merit in Documentary Filmmaking. He won a special jury award for creative vision at the festival of Sundance Film Festival. I mean, just so unlikely a story. I'm doing a lot of sides, but I'm trying to give it. I'll circle back. Don't worry. I'll bring you back on track. He has so many different things that are so, he's playing basketball. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. He was a video editor. What does a video editor do? That's the. Then I haven't seen the film, but I've seen the clips, the trailer, which really isn't a trailer. It should be really a preview. I say it's a preview because a trailer is something that trails something. It goes after something. That's what the name stuck because it used to go on for movies, but people got up and left and didn't watch the trailer, so they put the trailers in front. So you watch the trailer, but it's not a trailer. It's a preview. It's a coming attraction. That's the proper name of it. But anyway, let's see. May 5th will be here before we know it. I'm looking forward to Sean facing his accusers in court. So much will unfold. If it even happens. Yes, exactly. I gotta take a break. I gotta take a blink break. I'm blinking. You probably see me blinking through these sunglasses too, because the lights are still bright. Bumbleclot. Star was just like I know. I went off a little after him. I went on a little after him. Diddy is a monster and needs to be locked up. Now you're being bipolar like me. Free Diddy. You're saying Diddy is a monster and needs to be locked up. Then you're saying free Diddy. Where are you going? What's happening? What's your stated case? What are you trying to say? Are you saying one thing and the other? You talking out one side of your mouth and talking out the other? What's happening? What are you doing? So, okay, so back to the document. I told you I'm gonna bring it back. Mr. I forgot. God, I swear I cannot with people's names. I'm terrible. Ramon Jones, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones is he's trying to gather footing. This looks like his come up. Like this is my come up. This is gonna be his come up. He might do like Tyler Perry one day, or Cat Williams bought $1 million or multi-million-dollar former Confederate Army base, I think, or just a former Army base. I can't remember if it was a Confederate or not, but it was an Army base he bought. He's gonna be doing productions. Tyler Perry, what did he do? He bought a whole plot of land and he's doing productions. 50 Cent, Shreveport, he made enough money to buy land there. He's going to be doing productions. They're not waiting on Hollywood anymore. They'll use Hollywood. They're going to use Hollywood actors and actresses and directors and gaffers and riggers and best boys and dolly grips and Foley artists and everybody that you see in the credits that nobody sees in the credits. Everybody that you see, but nobody sees. Because that might be something they might do. I mean, if they make a space, maybe it's too much money, maybe it's too much time. I don't know, but it'd be interesting just to see. I'm doing another side, but it'd be interesting to see credits with the photo next to the person, so you understand. Oh, that's who that was. Okay, I might see them sometime in real life. I don't know, IRL. I might be buying a cup of coffee and like, oh, that's Jim Jane, Jimmy John, Jimmy Hinchman. No, not Jimmy Hinchman, but you know what I mean. Like that's Abigail Jameson. She was assistant director. I remember her. Okay, what's up? I saw your picture at the end of the movie. I saw you. I seen you. I seen you at the end of that flick. I saw that. I saw you in the credits. And like Marvel got wise. They're like, you're gonna. I don't care if you talk through the credits. We're gonna roll the credits, and then you're gonna have to see the ending and see a teaser of what the next video or next movie is gonna be. Marvel got very wise. All right, so I'm doing a whole lot of sides. I'm tripping. Yes, you are tripping. You are definitely tripping. You are tripping, my friend. You are tripping. So, it's... I can't call it. I really, well, I'm calling it, but I can't really. I'm changing while we're going through this. I lowered it from a 4.5 to a 1.2. I don't mean to laugh, but I just think they could have just done, if they could have stretched out the Cassie video to be an hour long, they'd have probably tried that. If they could do that. That's what I got from it. The flashing lights in her face, and she's smiling, and she gets into the car. He gets into the car first. Doesn't say, make sure the driver make sure get your door, and you sit on close to the door, to the exit of the establishment. You get so I can go in the street. No, he got out and went into the car and didn't even wait for the driver to open the door for her. I was like, that seems a little odd. I don't know. Not very gentlemanly. Seems a little strange. Very strange to me. I don't know. You guys might see it differently than myself, but I think that's kind of strange. I think that's kind of goofy. That's kind of weird. But that's light. I mean, this is simple, courtesy, but it seems like it's more sinister, more insidious, more vicious, underneath, allegedly. I don't know. Just the way his body language was atrocious. His whole body language was like, yeah, I can run everything. Like this wasn't aggressive. This wasn't assertive. This was aggressive. This was diabolical. In his intentions. It seemed. I can't say what exactly he did. I cannot say that. I can only say what I saw, what I know to be within the bounds of video and audio. I don't know what happened to them when they were behind closed doors. All I know is that footage, and that's what it seems like. That's what it appeared to me. That's what it appeared like. It just seemed like he didn't have the proper, idea of who he really was, and then here's another kind of side, something kind of selected to it. His mother allegedly, maybe this might even be alleged, but what I read, she threw parties that were like orgies and stuff when back in the 80s and 70s and 80s. and he witnessed that, and he was an altar boy. So that kind of like flipped his mind. He was like, my mom's throwing these parties, but I'm supposed to be like an altar boy. But that's another thing too that was shown in the documentary. I have to give him, Mr. Jones, Ramon Jones. I have to give him some credit. He showed the Steve Stout. He didn't show any. There were no reenactments. Usually there are good documentaries that at least do animation. Animation is something that's key when you have a documentary where you don't have actual footage. If you can do an animation, that would be very helpful to your case. But he didn't do that. It was just pretty much archival footage. But anyway, he didn't even have archival footage of this. He just had, photographs, still photographs, some video, mainly still photographs though. I'm talking about how Steve Stout was accosted by Diddy and his I don't want to say henchman because that sounds like Jimmy Henchman, but his bodyguard and another man. They ransacked his office. Diddy threw over his desk, and they just left. And he was sitting there bloody. His arm couldn't move. He was dazed and confused. He was embarrassed. He didn't know what to do. That was all good and well, but I didn't get the full effect of that because they're showing stills of everybody's just like looking around happy and everything like that. And it's like, it's jarring. It was a juxtaposition that was very difficult to understand. Wizard's in here. How am I late? You're not Wizard. Let me tell you something. You're never late. As long as you come in, I mean, unless it's an hour or 2 hour, in, then you're late. And when the show's over, that's when you're late. If the show is over, you're late. You're tardy to the party. But if I'm running my mouth, then you're good. You're in good position. What I need you to do is get warm bodies so they can be subscribers. That's your role right now. Get warm bodies. I'm doing numbers. I got 13 people in here right now with 4 likes. I need the numbers up. I need the viewers up. Likes are cool. I appreciate the likes. They're good for the algorithm. But I need more viewers. Instead of 13 people, I need 1,300 people. I need 13,000 people. I need 130,000 people. I need 1.3 million people, okay? That's what I'm talking about. That's how we shift the culture. That's how we make things different. See, and I just picked up 2 extra viewers because they're saying, Diddy is innocent. What is this? This guy's crazy. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. But yeah, they broke it. He broke it in sections. The sections, like the beginning was like I can't remember what the titles were, but one of the titles was actually the freak offs, and that's, from what I understand, what Cassie called them. She was the first person to call them freak offs. That's what I got from it. That I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not afraid of any criticism. But she was the first one to say those are freak offs. The people that you'll see, people having sex in one corner, and then some women will be completely nude. There'll be people, having GBH in their drinks, and baby oil, slathered on them and stuff like that. It's just complete lunacy, just complete, circus. Those are the images that were coming just from my head of a much well-produced, a better produced, not super great, but it's very good. The Jerry Springer documentary, you have to watch that. That will give you a different. They had reenactments. They didn't have any reenactments in this documentary. They had different footage that corresponded to the actual happenings that went on the show. So that was and they had talking heads. I like talking heads. A lot of people don't like, oh, here goes somebody running their mouth. I actually like when people run their mouth. I'm doing it right now. I'm a talking head. How can I hate on a talking head? I'm a talking head. But the people, in this documentary and the Jerry Springer documentary, they were showing how they were on a pressure cooker the entire time that they worked for. It was Jerry Springer and his executive producer. Hold on, I can look it up right now. Jerry Springer. Richard Dominic. Richard Dominic was the mastermind behind all that. You know, the reason why there was fighting and the Ku Klux Klan and all that stuff like that. All that happened because of Richard Dominic. And TV guy called it the worst television show of all time. The late great Paul Mooney. I think he was being facetious, but he said he loves Jerry Springer. He was like, how many times you get to see two white women fight over a black man with one tooth? You like your mama like Dick Jay? Your mama like Dick Jay? I didn't mean to laugh. I'm not trying to laugh, but that was funny. That was from a comedian. So I have to give myself a pass on that. I was gonna say that too. Sky with the virtual freak off, making his boo Diddy proud. Oh, son of the sun, thank you so much for the hate. I don't take that hate lightly. I take that seriously. Take that. He knows I hate emojis, so he loaded it up with emojis. I swear, I will never not appreciate the hate of Son of the Sun. We're on a different level right now. He has brought more people, I think, to this program tonight than others. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much for these. I mean, this is what's so cool. This is 19 years ago. This is 19 years ago. 19 years ago, 2006. YouTube. Time Magazine said, you know what? This is a new age. This is a new day. People are going to be all over this YouTube thing. Especially, that's what they had on the cover was like the YouTube logo and said you. And I was like, that's me. I joined the day after my birthday. June 22nd was the day after my birthday. If you do a little math, you can see what my birthday is. But yeah, so I thought that was really cool. So I just joined right then and there, 2006. Before they even, they do it at the end of the year. So that was right when 2007 was going to come in. So I was ahead by a few months. But yeah, so I give this documentary a 1.2 out of 10. It didn't reveal anything. Nothing. No, that's the best part when you have talking heads that reveal things, that get to talking and get to running their mouth. When they run their mouth, they get to saying things that whoa. You have to question. You have to say, will that be included in the court of law? Will that be added as evidence? Because that's what I really want. I want to see DNA evidence. I want to see people like showing, cuts, bruises that only could have been Diddy. They match up like Marv Albert, the freak. Yes, that guy. The commentator. He bit a broad in her butt or something like that, and his teeth marks were still on or something. And I think he either went to jail or he had to do community service or something like that, or pay a fine or something crazy. I don't know. I can't remember, but that was why he bounced right back. He was like, "Oh, who cares? White man biting the chicken ass. Who cares? I don't care. He can go. If he can call a game, that's all I care about. If he calls games, that's all I care about." Oh man, is anybody? I'm doing an aside right now. Oh, we up to 20. I'm doing a quick aside. The Eagles 19-10 against the Green Bay Packers with 7 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. God damn. Woo! Fire. That's fire. That's crazy. I want the Green Bay Packers to win, but god damn. Eagles know how to sleep. They do that sneaky stuff. I don't know how they do it. They squeeze out wins. Like they did with the Super Bowl. That was a squeezed out win. I don't know. Anyway, that's a totally different topic. Son of the Sun. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Did you see the top of the show? When I was talking about how many times has Star read fiction on his show? His own fiction. You tell me, Son of the Sun, how many times has Mr. Troy Star Terrain read fiction on his show? His own. Tell me, how many times? Let me know. Get back to me. Tell me if I don't have my own identity. Let me know. How many times has he had a show about doulas? How many times has he has those shows? Now I'm saying he does have shows that are, not for viewership. He's not trying a whole lot of views. I have to respect him on that, but I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I'm not just saying it. I'm showing it. I'm proving to you. I give it to you facts. A few. Oh, really? Could you send me the link? So you have a wrench, so you can send the link to show how many times. Yeah, 0. That's what I thought. Exactly. 0. So that's my identity. I don't do it all the time, and I'll do it whenever I feel like it. Because it's my show. You have your show, I'll watch it. You don't have a show, sit back and let the pistol smoke, as Mr. Troy Star Terrain would say. So anyway, Ramon Jones is, very. I think he's gonna be savvy. He's got platform. He's got Apple TV. He's got Freevee. He's got Amazon. These are all going to get him enough money to probably make a case against Diddy. I think this really was a case against Diddy. I think it was pretty biased. It was seen very biased to me. It wasn't very objective. I may even become an atheist. I did that. It took a while. It took me 16 years, but I became an atheist on my own. I had to stay an atheist after that. And to this day, I am an atheist. I'm a proud non-believer in the theory of God. On a Sunday, by the way. With 10 people in here. It's a party. It was up to 20. It fluctuates. And don't forget that Cash App either. Definitely need that Cash App going. Where's Keziah Fire? Where's she at? Where'd she go? I haven't seen her in here all night. But that's all good. So this is a weird space. This is a weird space. I'm telling you, it's a weird space. Cause Ramon Jones, like, he seemed like he was trying, but he just failed. He failed. He didn't do a good job. He didn't do a good job. I don't think he did a good job. I didn't leave away like, wow, that was interesting. I didn't know that about Diddy. It seemed like it was everything I already knew. It seemed like it was everything that I heard of before. All the people were not talking. There were no talking heads, as I've recently reported. Very little was I was moved very little. Subscribe to my other channel, Reviews and Hot Topics, Wizard. Yes, you may subscribe and to his channel. I think I already subscribed. You may promote as much as you want because you got a wrench. You can put in links. Drop in the link, Wizard. You can drop in the link on your channel. Drop in the link down in the comment section. I just wanted to yank him off real quick. Did you know that Ramon Jones had one of the worst documentaries of all time? And there we go. There we go. Now people can click it and go on to it. There's 11 people in here. That's a party. I have double digits. I had triple digits at one point. I don't know if I ever get back to those days. Those days were fire. But yeah, I had to give this documentary a 1.2. It was trash. And he has a varied not a knock. This is just weird to me. This is kind of different. I'll say it's not weird. It's just different. He has a varied sense of credits. He's got one about JFK, one about Princess Margaret, Beyonce, and Diddy. Like, okay, that just seems interesting to me. So, I'm reviewing my sneaker pickups. Soon I'll be going over my technology collection. What is your technology collection? I'm doing an interview on my own show. What's your technology collection? What do you mean by technology collection, sir? I hope you're typing away. They don't show the bubbles. That's one thing YouTube is going to work on. The bubbles like you see on text messages and messages on Facebook. The bubbles let you know that somebody's typing. Like, they don't have that on here. It just shows up. MacBooks and iPad. Okay, that's what's up. See, I need that because my MacBook is getting old. It's going on 12 years. 12 years. I have it plugged in. It's at 98%, but it won't go green. It won't go to 100%. It used to be 100% no matter what, if I was using it or not using it. It used to be it stayed at 100%. So it's definitely getting on its last legs. What else did you say? iPad. I never had an iPad. I always had iPhone, Apple Watch, MacBook, and Beats, and the Beats pill. So I had a lot of Apple products and Beats products. You won't compromise and get you a used one. I talked to Apple the other day over the phone, and the representative said he preferred to buy used from Apple. I prefer not, because I'm going to have the same issue. If I'm going to get a used one, it's going to be the same issue. It's going to lose power again. It's already used. You know, that's how I see it. That's my vision. You could have a different vision than myself, but that's how I see it. That's exactly how I see it. Yeah, I'm definitely buying new sometime in the fall, probably. Sometime in the autumn. I'm gonna buy something new. New MacBook. But actually, I need to get I need to get a desktop. I need to get a desktop Apple product. One of their iMacs, I guess they're called. An iMac. They lose their value. Yeah, they lose. Why does everybody say loose? It's lose. L-O-S-E. They lose. I'm not going at you. I'm just saying. A lot of people actually do that. So don't feel bad. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, so all in all, with everything, said, as the dust settles, Diddy Monsters Fall was one of the worst documentaries I've ever seen It's not very good. It's a 1.2 out of 10. It's not great. I don't recommend it. I hope I was able to convey the various aspects of it. Can I say this? Cassie. That's what I got from it. It was like a priming of the minds of the people that are going to be, dealing with this case. It's going to be all about the Cassie video. And that's why it seems like propaganda almost, in a sense. Like it was totally a fight against Diddy. And maybe that's warranted. Maybe that is. I'm not trying to say that Diddy... They said... his lawyer said Diddy's not a perfect man, but he deserves to have his fair share and, his day in court and stuff like that. So... But I'd like to thank everybody for all the views, for likes, for the subscriptions, if there are any. Okay, voice chat. Do you think LBJ got them tings? Drake snitching. What are you talking about? I'm losing it. Walmart, your best bet. Walmart? Crazy. Cassie got the bag and disappeared. Yeah, that's what happened. She got the bag. She got 30 million, right? Something like that. She was like, forget this, I'm out. I ain't got to sing another song. I ain't got to do nothing. I'm good with 30 mil. I'm good. I ain't got to say me and you. She ain't got to say on any of that. I don't even think she gets paid from that song anymore. Or if she ever did really get the payout that she deserved. I don't know. What was that? That song came out in like 06, 07, something like that. That was crazy. And she wasn't like a bombshell singer anyway. She was like she was okay, like Aaliyah kind of singer. She could carry a tune, but she wasn't like Beyonce or even Mary J. Blige or something like that, or Janelle Monáe or something like that. Drake said LBJ got hoes. Diddy should have had her sign an NDA. Yeah, I think he did, didn't he? That's the reason why she's not saying anything. I think she signed an NDA. Yeah, because she hasn't been talking. She hasn't talked about anything. She can't talk about the video. She can't talk about anything. That's what I think it happened. That's just me though. I'm trying to get out of here, but I'll take more parts. A song came out in 90. That's Me and You did not come out in 98. Hey, Keziah, there you are, girl. I was wondering where you were. I was like, shoot, I need somebody to hit my PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Somebody tonight got to hit it. If you don't mind, girl, I appreciate it. I'm passing around the collection plate. It's Sunday. I should have been saying, ha ha ha. I said, Ramon Jones, he had one of the worst documentaries. He had a terrible outing as a filmmaker. Seemed like he was trying to be a hit maker, but it just fizzled, and it didn't had no steak, but all sizzle. That's all right. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Could she still sue? Could she still sue? Oh my God. I don't think so, because of the NDA. The NDA is probably going to preventing her from suing. So she can't. She has nothing to do with this case at all. Like, she can't add to it. She can't do anything regarding the three criminal cases or the civil cases. Well, it would be mainly the criminal case, the civil cases. But yeah, I don't think she can go to the stand or anything. I don't think she's part of this at one way or the other. Can't even be part of the jury if she wanted, But if we're all right, if we have, if everybody's clear, I can get out of here. Get out of this hot ass sweater. But I appreciate you all. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you go to onrand.org and troyterrain.org. These are 501c3 organizations that helped me and will certainly help you on your journey to a greater life. So thank you very much. Let me see. Who's this? Wizard. Yeah, if he had her sign an NDA in the beginning, could she still sue? I don't think she can still sue. It's too late. The NDA covers all that. Yeah, I don't think he had her son sign her. I know what you meant. Sign her NDA in the beginning of the relationship. That's why she was able to sue. Yeah, at the beginning, I think the documentary talked about that a little bit. I have to give it a little bit of credit. That's why I gave it a 1.2, not a 1.1. And get the bag exactly. I don't know if she can now, but the bag, that was already, that she claimed, the 30 million. I mean, I think that was enough. I think that's all she deserves. But hey, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for viewing and for liking. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. And I hope you take care. Thank you.